This box was sent to me from an Amazon company, actually. They reached out to me to review their product. It's actually a similar product to something I've reviewed before. This is an H-pattern shifter. What sets them apart from other shifters like this is the shipping, honestly. Like, the shipping was super quick. It got here in a day. You know, they told me, hey, we want to send this to you for review. We like your review styles. This is a, it's a cheaper shifter. It's a budget-minded shifter. So it's a plastic gate. It's an aluminum housing here, aluminum base plate, ample room to mount the thing to whatever. You put this little plastic dangle-doogle diddly-dat right here. Only goes forward and reverse, so you can't turn it side to side. You know, you can use it for any of your quick shifting cars, like, drifting cars, rally cars, all that kind of stuff. It's not a very positive click, but it's something that it's usable, right? Like, you'd be able to use that. They do provide some hardware. Okay, there's a brass insert. I'm not really sure you'd be able to find a replacement knob for this because, this is not a standard thread pitch for vehicles, like actual vehicles, but the thread pattern is standard for, probably a lot of other things. So if you want to just make your own custom one, you could probably do that. But honestly, it's a general shape and it doesn't need to be anything more than this. It does come with a adjustment tool so you can get it snug on there. They also make a 7-speed in reverse. But yeah, the thing that I want to push the most about this is the fact that everywhere else you can buy this, like AliExpress, some of the overseas companies, it takes a month or two to get to you. It takes forever, right? So this company is an Amazon seller and they will get it to you within, a day or two. It's convenient is what you're paying for. You're paying for convenience. It's a little mechanism inside there. It's a simple mechanism inside, but it looks like it's robust enough to where it could handle some abuse. The only thing that I would worry about is being hard on these plastic gates because the plastic gates are they're plastic, so I wouldn't be slamming gears real hard. At the end of these plastic gates are micro switches, which I'm not a huge fan of. They work. I've had some micro switches fail on me, but for this kind of a price, I would expect nothing else but micro switches. Not saying that these are bad, because micro switches are usually rated for like 1 million cycles, something like that. But I've had them fail on me a couple times. So anyway, yeah, it feels really good actually. Yes, you could just use this as a 5-speed if you wanted. You don't have to use the reverse function because there's a bit of a stop here. So you stop and then you kind of push down to get into reverse. So you could actually just go to the stop and go straight down and use it as a 5 in reverse if that's what you want to do. That's what I'm going to be doing probably. So let's say you didn't want to use this function. Obviously you don't have to order it with this. It's an optional feature. So you just undo that. Okay, and then you just maybe get some Velcro strip or something and just pop it on the side if you don't want to use it. And then you just pop your knob back on and be set. I guess this is a 3D printed part, which is fine, but it seems to be pretty durable. The parts don't feel like brittle or anything. And this is just like a nylon ball, it looks like. So let's get this mounted up and we will see how it performs. So we got it all mounted up. Feels solid. I only got 2 bolts in there, but doesn't really need anything else because there's not a whole lot of resistance. Like it's enough to let you know that you're in gear and out of gear, and the side to side is actually pretty impressive, honestly. The self-centering capabilities is pretty good. I'm just kind of like leaving the sequential thing up there. Third gear feels pretty good. Like going from second to third. Definitely feels a lot different than what I'm used to, but it is definitely a practical piece of gear. And if it's something that you don't necessarily want to spend a ton on H-pattern, maybe you don't use H-pattern cars a lot, or maybe you prefer paddle shifters, but you occasionally want to feel like sort of a retro car, how it would be. This would be a nice option for you. I don't feel like it's gonna break or anything. I just know I can't hammer on it and abuse it, basically. I'm used to abusing my gear, and you definitely have to hold back on this kind of thing if you're heavy-handed. Price to performance ratio, this is pretty high on my list. Now, if you already have like an awesome shifter, the only use I could see for this is as a backup shifter, just so you have something that works if your main shifter goes down. Yeah, it feels good. We'll try it out in sequential mode now. it's definitely not, It's definitely not very satisfying in this configuration, but I mean, it works. I mean, it's practical, right? Like, I mean, you think about it as a piece of gear that it's a tool, right? Like, it's letting you do what you want to do. Like, you're controlling the gears manually. That's what it's for. Now, this is not like a piece of gear that is going to satisfy that part of your brain that wants an immersive experience, right? At least in this mode. In the H-pattern mode, I can see that satisfying some people. Normally, this thing has a screw. I just didn't put it on, but there's a screw right here. It clamps this down so this won't slide around. For H-pattern mode, it's awesome. It's just enough to let you know what it's doing. And I like that. So yeah, this is definitely highly recommended for the price point here. It's not gonna blow you away by any means. It's not gonna be like, whoa, this thing's awesome. It is gonna work. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.
Thoughts upon thoughts, stacking up like Lego blocks. Any idea where they come from? No, not at all. Come and see what I'm about, and I think you will agree. Speak with volume and run with me. Walking through the street and sipping till they see the heat. Finger licking good, I seem to have a tooth of sweets, and boy, I'm hungry.